to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the week of, actually, I keep saying the wrong dates, for the week of January 7th through the 13th. Thank you for coming in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you could do that right now, I'd really appreciate it. It helps out my channel, helps this content get seen by folks that are looking for it. Today I'm going to be pulling a card from the Sacred Rebels deck. Something about this deck that I love, particularly when we are in planning phases. If you want to know more about the deck or you want to buy the deck, there's a link in the description box. You can also find my contact information, including my social media, as well as what else is there? Donation information for the channel. If you like this reading, you don't like this reading, something resonates, it doesn't resonate, really any questions, comments, concerns at all, please leave those in the comment section. I will be reading those throughout the month. Without further ado, let's get into it. Virgos. So let's see what the universe has for my Virgos. Lots of earth energy here. Okay. Bring it into form, Virgo. Bring it into form. So whatever you've been thinking about, whatever you've been pondering about, whatever you've been fantasizing about, this could be over the last week, day, month. I get the sense that this is probably something you've been thinking about for a long time. Maybe you've been thinking about something, but you don't quite know what the thing is that it is to do. Bring it into form. Bring something into form. Oftentimes when we're real scattered, I'm not going to say, like, it'd be interesting if I don't pull like the Seven of Cups for you. I'm just getting this energy of like, there's so many options. What do I do? Bring one thing into form. Write everything down. Your ideas are great. All of them are great. I have so many ideas. Write them down, but bring one thing into form. It'll ground you in knowing that you can continue to bring whatever you want into form for yourself. What's going on for my Virgos for the week of January 7th through the 13th? Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, so holding on. Sometimes we hold on to things. I talk about the Four of Pentacles as like a negative card, but sometimes we hold on to things for right reason, right? So if you've been holding on to an idea for a long time, again, we have this like bring it into form energy. If you've been holding on to an idea for a real long time, it might be for a good reason. Maybe the world wasn't ready for what you had to offer yet, but I think it is now. I think 2021 is your year. Yeah. First out the deck, 10 of Cups. So lots of happiness coming in. 5 of Wands has to do with some competition, perhaps some healthy competition, and justice. Interesting. So Libra energy coming in here for you. Libra energy, there's some Leo energy here. There is a sense of justice around this situation. So whatever you're looking to bring into the form, lots of happiness here, almost an overabundance of happiness, which generally I tell people to be careful of. Again, don't sit in this energy too long. But this seems like the right time, and I feel like the people around you are informing your passions right now. I don't have a great relationship with the Five of Wands card, to be honest, but in this reading, it seems to be talking about, it seems like the people around you are passionately pursuing things right now, and you can really pick up on that energy. And bring whatever you've been trying to manifest into form at the moment. In the present, we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so this was the recent past. So a happy time that has since gone, that you probably aren't holding on to. It had to do with justice around a situation. In the present, we have the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. So I don't know if this idea has been keeping you up at night. Again, this generally says anxiety, future tripping, sort of being either in the past or the present, like really kind of being somewhere else than you are now. I do get the sense that This has more to do with what you're dreaming about. So pay attention to your dreams, Virgo. There's an idea coming in, a new truth. So maybe this has to do with something that you've been holding on to that is now, you're getting new ideas and new inspirations around. I would just bring it up. Pay attention to what you dream about. Maybe keep a notebook or a laptop or an iPad right by your bed, so that right when you wake up, those ideas that have been festering all night can really come out. But something's moving through you, and it's moving through you quickly. So I would really pay attention to that, Virgo. In the near future, we have the Four of Swords, okay? The Seven of Cups. I did say that might come up in the Hierophant energy. So Four of Cups, or Four of Swords here. Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, Hierophant. The Four of Swords has to do with, there was some happiness in the past that, again, when we try to hold on to the happiness, maybe you got an inspiration, it made you real happy, and now it's keeping you up at night because you want to bring something into form and you feel like you can't. I feel like that thing is moving through you. The thing that you're actually thinking about doesn't always actually have to come into fruition. It's really the energy, it's what you do with the energy of what's moving through you. All that to say, whatever's keeping you up at night, whatever you're dreaming about, just get the energy, get it out on paper, get it out anywhere. It might not be the exact thing that you're picturing. I think you might be holding on to an idea of what this might look like, what this might feel like, what it will look like in the world. But I would bring the energy into the form and less the actual thing into form, okay? The Four of Swords energy is right underneath that. Again, when we try to hold on to happiness or hold on to an idea, or we had a great dream and we had this great idea in our dream and we try to hold on to it, we have to recover from that. So take the rest and restoration that you need. Make sure to get the energy out. And once you get it out, go do something else. You can't think about the same thing all the time. It will completely wear you out. I think you're moving into a time where it can be a little bit confusing to have a bunch of different ideas. Write all those ideas on a piece of paper. That can be the brainstorming exercise, and move on from it. You know, the bringing it into form, moving that energy, that creative energy, is more about the action of brainstorming and less about what you're brainstorming about, Virgo. So remember that. This is really about determining what you believe in, determining, this could have to do with like some courses that you're taking, or some courses that you want to take. Again, this stuff is showing up in the near future. So this time of rest, I think there's some action that is happening for you right now, which in the future is going to lead to maybe some more confusion, maybe some more ideas that come out, maybe more options for how you can do things. Seek counsel. If you're a prayer, pray. If you're a reader, read your cards. If you work out. Like whatever you do, do it and do it well. Do the things that's been working that connects you more closely to your higher power, Virgo. Okay, so I think I forgot to mention in the beginning, I do want to read a little bit of this Bringing It Into Form card out of the Sacred Rebels deck. But before I do that, I do want to clarify a few of the cards here that have come in for you. Let's clarify the Justice in the recent past. What is Virgo getting justice over? Page of Swords in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Wands. Okay, so this has less to do with the idea. I think the idea is past. Like whatever you thought you were going to do has passed. Like this is a new iteration of it. Like the Wheel of Fortune is saying to you, Virgo, it's time. Something's going to come back around for you, and it's now time for you to stand in victory. You already have success over this idea. Like, you know it's going to be successful. You know this thing is coming in for you. So it's time for you to move into a space of defending. Really, this is about defending your own passions, of defending yourself against your own passions, defending yourself against your own inspirations. You're going to have lots of inspirations. Again, write them down, prioritize them, and move on. This is about you focusing on the one thing that you can control at this point in time and bringing that into form. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, this idea that's coming in, So this isn't going to be as joyous as you thought it was. This is something that's very, very joyous. But I think in the present, I think the thing that may be causing you a little bit of anxiety is that I feel like for you, Virgo, when things show up for you, you expect them to sort of be in this energy. So you really feel deeply creative when you're super, super happy. But think about the next level down, right? So I was in a class and somebody was talking about kind of the center way and how, you know, when we talk about things on a scale of 1 to 10, we forget that 5 is like the middle. So if somebody says like, oh, I'm having a 5 day, people are like, what? Well, what's wrong? And it's like 5 isn't failing. Like 5 is the middle, right? 10 is like almost too much. So I think you get a lot of ideas, or you have in the past when you're like really in this energy of like happiness. And when you get ideas that come when you're in a 7 day or a 6 day, that is ultimately very happy. A 7 day, a lot of people don't live in that type of happiness. You feel like it's not going to be successful. You feel like you're not inspired. And that's just not the case. This is more about less passion, more intellect, more tactical, more purpose, more tactical, sort of. This is writing the instruction book, right? This is writing the instruction book to bringing it into form, and less about finding the idea of bringing it into form for you, Virgo. Let's get the energy around the 8 of Wands. So something is moving fast here for you, Virgo. Justice, Hierophant, King of Pentacles. Whew. Yeah, so there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. It seems like you've mastered this craft. You know what you believe in. This thing that's coming in fast really does have to do with your beliefs. Like you're learning the thing, you're doing the thing right now. And there again, it's like justice and the Hierophant are like shining on this idea of like so much abundance coming in for you, Virgo. I love to see it. So again, this happiness is coming in and then you feel the need to retreat. So let's clarify what's going on with the 4 of Swords. What does Virgo need to know about the 4 of Swords? When things slow down, Virgo, you have to get to work. The work is the rest that you need. The work is the recovery that you need. Doing the work to bring it into form is doing more than the thinking. I don't know who needed to hear that, but doing the work to bring it in the form. When things slow down, you have to keep working. I feel like you get the sense that when divine inspiration isn't coming in, that you're burdened with all of these ideas that you had that somehow you either have to drop and get rid of because you're just waiting for the next inspiration to come in, or you're left carrying the bill. And it's really about, you can still put down those things and just get to work on one of them. I'm seeing that very strongly for you here, Virgo. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Swords in reverse, and Knight of Swords. It seems like I mean, we have a divine pair here. We have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So something about your coin, something about your money is going to work out. Maybe in the past, I don't know, it caused a lot of conflict. Just the energy around money in general has caused a lot of conflict, and it had to do with you saying your piece, rushing in, saying your piece, and putting up the structures, the intellectual structures for this thing to come through, and it ending with conflict. That energy is gone at the moment, Virgo. So Interesting. I do want to clarify. What do I want to clarify here? I want to clarify what's coming in for you, Virgo. There's a really exciting energy, and I don't think I showed you these, but I've never quite seen this pairing show up. We have the Hierophant, we have Justice, and we have the King of Pentacles. So lots and lots of material abundance coming in that has to do with this really fast moving energy. So I do want to clarify that in the extended. Before I get to that, Virgo, I'm just going to read you a little bit and then bringing it into form. Beautiful dreamer, you can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. Now it is time to bring those possibilities of light into the world. They need to be more than ideas. They need to live, to manifest. The world needs not only your dreams, beautiful as they are, but also your creations. Get thee to thy desk, thy easel, thy computer. Work, beautiful dreamer. Don't just dream, create. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. I'm going to continue on in the extended and look at this material abundance that's coming in for you. It looks like it's just time. It's time for this to happen. So I'm going to continue on. You can join me over there. If not, I'll be right here next week.